Have you does it happen to you if you take off, let's say you take 2 weeks off or a week off, and then the first stream back, it's kind of hard to get that 3-hour stream in if you're alone. Like getting to that 3-4 hour mark the first time again kind of feels a little tough.
I think it depends on, like, maybe if you were away, then you probably have lots to talk about if you're on vacation.
True.
Visiting someone. So I definitely think it depends. But if you were just, if you're just, I don't know, staying at home and just
like you were sick.
down
The worst is when you were sick because you're like, I can't talk about anything. I was sick.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything, guys. I was sick. Okay, it sucks.
Although it's funny though because I did end up getting sick right before my Valentine's debut.
Oh no!
But I ended up
we
having
all
things
get
to talk about because I committed a crime.
Okay. Listen, somebody today asked me if I'm going to jail, and I was like, no, but the night is young. Like anything can happen. Talk to me about the crimes that you are committing, allegedly, or So I am all ears, girl.
So for Valentine's Day, I debuted some
I saw it.
Valentine nurses.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? If I had seen your nurse outfit, I could have told you that because I had that problem. I did nurse outfits, Mint and I, for Otakuthon, and I made sure that none of them were red. The crosses.
Yeah, the red crosses.
Yeah, because it's illegal.
I had no idea that was a thing.
You're a criminal!
But you know what's so funny is that I was working with so many artists.
And
nobody it's a debut. So many artists. I was working on merchandise, and so many people had eyes on this artwork, and nobody said anything. Like everybody was like, "Oh."
I mean, yeah, that's why, like, I get you. I think for me, the only reason I found out was actually my mother's husband. He was like, "Are you allowed to have?" Which is crazy because he's like an old man who is not on the internet, and he knew about that. He's the reason we were warned about that. It wasn't even any, and like you said, like it, and maybe different artists are from different countries. Not everybody is like really into history or not,
Right.
It's because it's why there's a Geneva Convention. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's also the kind of thing that you're not really like taught about. Like I never learned about any of that stuff.
Same. But it is funny that I actually like. If you had talked to me about that, I actually could have told you about it because I dealt with that this summer where I was like researching. And you know what's funny? When we were doing those posters for Otakuthon, I had some staff members in Vishoji be like, "I'm sure you won't get in trouble." And I was like, I don't want it because I want to, like, you being sure I don't get in trouble is not good enough. I need to know I won't get in trouble.
And it's like, I'm not messing with the government. I'm not taking any chances.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so you did a crime. Did everything go okay? Like, how did it get fixed? Were you nervous?
Yeah,
or did you know it was...
I found out, it's actually so funny that I said this when I was, during my debut, it was towards like the end of the stream. Somebody used text-to-speech and they said, actually, you can't use those crosses on your outfit. And I was like, what do you mean you can't gatekeep?
Yeah.
And I was like,
they're kidding, right? You're like,
turns out you can. But I saw a couple comments on some YouTube clips about the same thing. And I was like, oh yeah, like I got a TTS message about that. So I Googled it and it was like, it's a crime. Like it's
I'm
just
so
against,
sorry.
like,
It's so funny to be like, you can't gatekeep.
It is actually, like, you can't gatekeep. You can. It's so funny. The way I was proven so wrong. And because I thought they were like trolling, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Sometimes my momos are like, "Oh, Matara, you can't do this." I'm like, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, I can do whatever I want.
You can't just put this thumbnail. I can put this thumbnail.
It was funny because I thought it was like a copyrighted symbol.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting in contact with someone I know who's a lawyer, just for like a second opinion, just to get more information on the topic. And I'm like, hey, I've got a copyright question. And they responded, so actually, it's not just like copyright, it's a crime. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But it's only under certain, like a certain kind of extent. It's also, a war crime, but it's only a war crime if you use it a certain way, and it wasn't the kind of way that I was using it. It's not a war crime. I'm not fighting any battles except the ones in my head. So
the demons only in my head.
Yeah, the demons. Yeah. My dad, I went to go see my parents the other day, and my dad at dinner was scrolling through like an animal shelter website, and he's like, "Look at all these cute puppies. Like maybe we should get one." And my mom is like, "We're not getting a dog. Like, we're not home and stuff like that." And I was like, "Oh, that's understandable." But then my dad finds this handsome young man, and his picture at the the rescue that he was at. It was a Bernedoodle. It was a Bernese Mountain Dog Poodle mix, and he was just a little guy, and he even had a tie. Like they dressed him up in a little tie for his picture.
God.
My mom's like, "He's cute, but no." So later on that day, my dad was like, "Oh, can I see your phone?" And he hands it over, and my dad sends a message to my mom that is literally a downloaded image of this dog from the website. And without her knowing, he put this dog as her lock screen on her phone. And my mom's not the kind of tech savvy person to know how to change it back. So
he's just indoctrinating her. I love him. I love him. Let's go. I love that.
He's a handsome little guy. How could you not want to adopt him and take him home?
After
like,
she keeps looking at him, she will fall. Oh my God, your dad is devious.
She's gonna give in.
Yeah, I mean, how can she not give in? Genuinely.
Right?
There's no way she's not gonna give in.
I'll keep you posted if we have any canines coming into the house.
Oh, I love that. Do you ever have this problem with your passport where if, in Canada, we have passports for 10 years now. So I have like 3 hair colors ago on my passport. And sometimes when it's a man and he'll look at it and he'll be like, fake eyelashes and different color and different length hair. And I've had them sometimes be like, "Are you sure this is you?" Or they'd have another. And every time it's a woman, I just breathe a sigh of relief. I'm like, "Oh, she knows it's me." She could look at the face shape, Also, your face changes. Let's be honest, right? Like you 10 years ago, your face shape could change. But when it's a woman, I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm safe." she knows that me without eyelashes and me with eyelashes is the same woman.
She'll understand.
She'll get it, right? Do you have a lot of those problems or no?
So when I was younger, this was before I got my passport, I actually went for about a decade with dyed hair. And then I got a job at the bank, and they were like, you can't have that here. I was like, "Oh, no." So I was a little sad.
So is it still that old photo on your...
Actually, I only had my passport recently because...
You're so American.
I am American.
Every American I talk to are like, "Get a passport? What for? Why would I ever travel anywhere outside the United States of America?"
I've got everything I need right here.
Okay, I do have to say, Bricky is going to be 30, and he's never been outside of North America. He's never been outside of, Canada. And when I say Canada, it's like Vancouver.
Honestly, that would have been me if I didn't go to...
TwitchCon EU.
Yes, it was TwitchCon EU. That was my first time out of the country.
I think that's going to be his first time, too.
Aww. Well, he better make the most of it because it doesn't sound like it happens very often.
That is so funny. Hold on, I want to know who here is over... Okay, no ages, but just over 30 and never been out of United States of America.
Yeah, just those two stats.
Just those 2 stats. Oh, my God. That is so funny. So you just got your passport too? To go, I'm guessing, to
I got my passport for... it was actually for TwitchCon Paris is what I got it for.
Oh, my God.
And so now I just have it. And when I need to renew it, I'll renew it.
I bring my passport everywhere because even when I go to the States, they don't accept most IDs. I need to give them a passport. Some people in the States, they're going to give you trouble even if you come from an out-of-state ID. Sometimes. So it really depends what kind of person reads your ID.
Yeah. Some people just don't see, out-of-state IDs very often.
Yeah.
Especially if they live kind of, in a...
Yeah, like Idaho.
A state that doesn't have any...
Okay, I'm guessing that is not how you
love
pronounce
Idaho. Yeah, Idaho.
Idaho.
No, it's Idaho.
Idaho. What about Wyoming?
I would love, I don't know if you've done this before. I would love to see you take one of those tests that
I
gives you
have.
the name of a state of the U.S. and you have to place it on the map.
I did
You
the 50 states thing like years ago. And that was in my past self. It was like my first TikTok video. I uploaded a TikTok video in 2019. I went to bed. I woke up. I had 40,000 followers on TikTok. And I was like, I guess I'm a TikToker now.
That's so crazy.
And it was from that thing where basically I was asking about, I didn't know the name for Mount Rushmore. So I called them the like President Hokage heads.
I love that.
Yeah.
The Hokage Mountain.
Yeah. So that was a throwback, isn't it? Yep.
Do you think you still remember them all?
What do you mean?
Where all the states are?
Girl, I didn't remember the states back then either. I'm Canadian. I don't even know all the Canadian ones. Like, come on. I know most of the Canadian ones. But yeah, go.
You've done it before, but
But they were a mistake. There was a lot
was
of
a mistake.
problems. Yeah.